Welcome to Dreams Inspire Reality Podcast with Tara Darnley, a podcast for creatives looking to turn their dreams into reality with practical strategic steps from everyday people and entrepreneurs who are living their best lives possible. Dreams inspire reality. Turn your dreams into reality.
Hello. So you guys have been asking for this episode for a while now, and I finally decided to sit down and record an episode on one of our most popular service offerings, which is launching our clients on Amazon. So I am known, or I've positioned myself in the marketplace as a Amazon brand strategist. And what that simply means is I help and assist brands launching and scaling their brands on Amazon. And I've successfully been able to do that for the last year with brands, but I've been doing this for about 5 years. With my own personal brand, I grew my own personal brand to 7 figures and launching multiple products on the platform in various countries. So for our personal brand, we're in Australia, United Kingdom, we're in Canada, all over UK, and of course here in the US. So that's one of the main features I love about Amazon is you're literally able to grow your brand, not just nationwide, but worldwide. And so I wanted to do a quick episode. I don't know how quick this will be, but I'll try to make it short and get to all the main points. Hey guys, this episode is sponsored by Naturalicious, who is the world's first time-saving natural hair care line for busy women that delivers the results of 12 products in only 3 steps. A 3-step, all-natural, highly effective hair care system that delivers, moisturizes, detangles, and defines curls in a fraction of the time. Available at 1,200 Sally stores nationwide and sold online at SaveTime on washday.com. So this is actually a blog. I decided to repurpose a blog content that I did, but in my own words, on my blog that is called Should You Sell on Amazon? Pros and Cons. Because I'm always asked from various clients and such, like, well, is it for me? What are the pros? What are the cons? So I wanted to go through that with you guys to basically tell you the pros and the cons. So, like I said before, I've been selling the platform for over 5 years. And recently, in the past year, I've been able to help several brands really launch and grow their brands in a strategic way on the platform to really monetize it and just reach a larger customer base. And that's another feature that's definitely a pro that I love about Amazon is you're able to reach various people from all over the world, right? And just a disclaimer before we even jump into it, I'm not affiliated with Amazon. I don't work for Amazon. There's several other, so this is not nothing new in the sense of there are people who strategically do this because like me, they've learned the platform. And for most, the platform is just very cumbersome to learn. It's hard for some to learn and digest and figure it out. And so they come to someone like me who pretty much knows a lot more. And so as before we jump into it, if you've been living under a rock and you're like, what is Amazon? What is she talking about? Amazon is literally the fastest and is the biggest marketplace in e-commerce in the world. And everyone goes there to shop. Most people sell their products on there because most people go there to shop. So I personally feel that if you're a product owner, brand owner, and you aren't positioning yourself on the platform, you're missing out on a lot of coins. And my coin phrase for this year is no coins left behind. So if you don't want to be leaving coins behind, it's something you definitely should be considering. And I always tell anyone, just think about yourself personally, whether you have a love or hate relationship with Amazon, you've probably shopped there before. If you haven't, kudos to you. But Amazon, as of today, has over 100 million Prime subscribers. So think about that. Let that sink in. That's like if someone signed up to you had 100 million people sign up for your website, use your site monthly on a monthly basis to purchase.
That's what they have. So you're already just privy to 100 million customers, various customers all throughout the US shopping on a monthly basis because they have a Prime subscription and they don't want to pay shipping and they want some of the privileges and luxury that comes with having Prime, the main one being free shipping. And so if free shipping is such a big deal that people want to subscribe to a membership, that's also something you want to think about for your own channel, right? For your own website. A lot of people aren't shopping with small businesses because they have to pay a shipping fee. And that's something, of course, we can't get rid of, most of us, because free shipping doesn't mean that you're not paying shipping, right? We know free shipping doesn't mean that. We know we still have to come out our pocket and pay, whether it's FedEx, USPS, whoever it is, we have to pay them shipping. But our customer, from a customer standpoint, they don't know that. They just don't want to deal with the hassle of paying shipping. And everyone is always looking for a deal. And unfortunately, as small businesses, we can't always offer that because we ourselves have to somehow find that shipping cost. So it's never free. At the end of the day, you're always paying it, right? So one of the main reasons why every seller should consider selling on Amazon.com is because of one reason. You can reach the largest customer base e-commerce platform, which competes with the likes of eBay or Walmart. And I don't even think eBay's in the running anymore, but it competes with those channels. So you have to think about that, but let that alone just sink in. They have literally dominated online. And I think they've taken up 47% of the market share right now for online e-commerce alone by themselves. So additionally, what is even more challenging is the fact that you can potentially earn more money by doing less work when you sell your products on Amazon. Amazon is indeed one of the biggest e-commerce stores in the world. Shopify just partnered with Amazon to add some features that will allow entrepreneurs to sell their products through Amazon easily. You can definitely use Amazon as a sales channel to grow your revenue. So with that partnership with Shopify, I've had a lot of clients who they've tried to integrate it. I tried to integrate it when it just came out. And I think because it's such a new feature, it's still messy, for lack of better words. And so it's not integrated all the way properly. And beyond integration, the way Amazon platform works is not where you just list your product description and that's it. There's a lot of optimization, what we call optimization, that you have to do. And that's where someone like me would come in because we're able to go in, we're able to search your keywords. We have tools that we use to do that takes out the guesswork of what your keywords should be in your product listing and really optimizing it. We've seen some of our clients have success just through us optimizing their channels. Like literally we'll set up their account and they'll start getting orders. We didn't even send in the products to Amazon to be shipped by them just because of optimization. So optimization is very crucial to the success of your channel. And a lot of clients also come in, they're like, well, I'm set up and I'm listed and can you just start running my ads? For us, we like to really do from beginning to end for our clients because we're able to set up the listings correctly. Strategically, we're able to come up with a strategic plan for your launch. We're able to really be the backbone of your company on the platform and know the in and out versus you come in and you thinking it's already optimized and it really isn't. You're just copying and pasting what's on your website. And that doesn't work the same on Amazon. So that's just one thing to keep in mind. And truth is there is no perfect place to sell online, right? But despite that, Amazon offers a wide variety of advantages for those who are willing to take risks financially, wish to reach a larger and more diverse online consumer. And I spoke about that a little bit earlier. For us, that's one of the things we loved about Amazon, right? You're able to really, even though one of the cons is Amazon owns the customer data. And what that means is you're not able to retarget the customer through email. You're not able to follow up. The customer normally doesn't want you to call them or email them. And so Amazon owns the customer data. And for some, that's the deal breakers where they're like, you know what? If I can't get the customer data, I don't want to be on the platform. But I want you to think big, right? I want you to think about the bigger picture. If that's your concern, you have to also think about the customer's perspective, right? Amazon is all about customer obsession. So they obsess about their customers. They're all about pleasing their customer. And so for them, when a customer orders on your personal website, you're able to follow up with several emails. And if customer wants to unsubscribe, they can do that. But for the most part, if I'm not like really obsessed with your brand, I really don't care about what emails you're sending me post purchase or even before purchase. And so sometimes it gets really annoying because I know, and maybe for me as well, because I am a brand and I know strategically what emails are going out, whether it's a welcome email or I know what emails are going out. So for me, it could be annoying. So now customers are catching on to that because if you think about it, every single brand you're ordering from is doing the same thing. It's just like different formatting for the emails, right? And so they get annoyed and they don't want to be bothered. If they purchase something and they like it, they're going to probably come back and let you know they like it. Some don't because they love it. And it's like, okay, I have no issue with it, whatever, I go about my way. But they're going to tell someone about it. And if you notice too, even when you're on social media and someone's like, where did you get that? And that person's like, Amazon, you just go on Amazon and search for that product because you know it's going to be there, right? So if you're worried about the short-term goal of I want to just be able to email the customer versus the long-term goal of referrals, they're going to keep telling other people about your product. And so that's what I would want you to think about. I know for us personally, for example, like on our website or in our marketing plan, we never targeted per se grandparents, right? Our audience is predominantly women, mothers, parents, but predominantly women, and it's a specific age group. We thought we knew our customers, right? But with Amazon's data, we were able to see that grandparents were purchasing our product even more, especially grandmoms, because one, they're retired. Most of them were retired. Two, they're either away from their grandkids. And three, they have that, like, they're going through that guilt period where it's like, oh man, I'm not around my grandkid. Let me just spoil them with gifts and I could send them a gift. If I know a birthday's coming up or whatever is coming up in 2 days, I could just send them a gift. And guess what? It's going to be there in 2 days. They know their grandma sent it, their nana, whatever they want to call it. They know they sent that gift and, you know, their little grandchild is going to be happy. So it's kind of like they love the convenience that Amazon provides, right? And so we were getting tons of order from grandparents. And I think we found that out actually when we were on the Steve Harvey show, Thunderdome. And we had so many orders and they were all like, oh yeah, I'm a grandparent. I love the product. We saw you on TV and da-da-da. And I was like, grandparents? I never thought to market to them or to target them until then. I was like, ooh, this is good data because I was so focused on someone that looked like me, a mom my age and the ideal mom or whatever it is. But that gave me new data. So it will definitely give you new data on who to target. For sure, you'll reach a new audience because you're able to market and sell your product worldwide. Amazon just released a feature earlier last year where you're able to sell your product here on their website. And if your product is FBA, which means fulfilled by Amazon, you're able to sell to other countries at no additional cost to you. So you're like, what, girl, what? So if most of you guys have gotten email inquiries like, hey, do you ship international? And most of the times you have to tell the client no, or yes, we do. And shipping is $20, $30, whatever it is. And you may lose that customer because the product sometimes costs $20 itself, right? And so what Amazon has done is they've allowed people from all over the world to purchase products and the cost is incurred by the customer. So the customer will pay the additional fee, not you. You're just exposing your brand to those customers. And so for me and my clients, we've had customer purchase from Germany, from Australia, from all over the world, from New Zealand, and they are purchasing these products because they cannot get them in their country. So like I know for one of my clients, you know, with a natural hair care product, she was able to sell international because people, they are not privy to her products or products like hers in their country. And so they were happy to see that her products were now offered to them in their country. So again, you're being exposed to a diverse online consumer base that Amazon owns and the customer, they know, like, and trust them. So that's definitely a pro to consider when it comes to expanding your brand and there's no additional work for you. I would definitely say that's a pro for sure. And then Amazon has a large number of potential clients, right? And so that goes back to, let me give you some statistics. So statistically, data estimates the number of Amazon.com customers at 237 million customers. In a recent Forbes article, they estimated a number of active eBay users at 70 million. So they doubled eBay's users, right? And eBay has been around before Amazon. But they surpassed them, almost tripling the number of users they have, and 237 million is just people like shopping every day. right? But just last year, they were able to get 100 million Prime subscribers. And that's been a goal of them forever. They've been working on that because they want the customer, to keep coming back and back again. So that was definitely a goal for them to accomplish. And they did that last year. And I'm sure they have a bigger goal now of definitely probably quadrupling that. Yeah, and they built their platform that it could cater to hundreds of people. So unlike our website, you don't have to worry about it crashing. You don't have to worry about like, oh my God, I'm getting tons of orders. I can't fulfill it myself, because you can send your products into Amazon to fulfill for you. And they'll take that load off of you. And I'll go into that a little bit more later. People for sure, they love spending their money and they love doing so on Amazon. According to Amazon.com, about their sales, they reported a revenue. Get ready for this. How much do you think their revenue was? It was in June of 2017. It was about $81 billion. That's B, not MB, billion dollars. Yeah, $1 billion. People spend over 3 times as much on Amazon as they do on any other channel. So again, that's something to think about. The average customer spends about $320 a year, and that's the average customer. So again, think about your site. If you have a regular customer, how much is your regular customer spending every year with you? For most people, especially small businesses, someone is going to come and purchase once and that's it. Unless you have a product that they're going to need like every month. But for the most part, if you have a niche product, they're probably just going to get it once. If you have like a product, say like a hair care product that they have to use over and over again, they may come every month or come every other month. So just think about that. That's just your average. I know personally, me, I definitely spend more than that a year on Amazon because I buy office supplies, I purchase personal supplies, household supplies, my kids' stuff, I purchase from other brands. So I know for me personally, it's way more than $320 a year. And I'm not judging you, but I'm probably guessing you're like that as well. What do these figures mean for the average seller? So you're like, okay, they made that, but what does that mean for me, right? For starters, you should recognize the incredible amount of business to be on Amazon. The tricky part is capturing some of their business for yourself. So you want to capture some of that. Like, okay, Tara, they made that, but what is in it for me, right? So people, of course, will shop on Amazon, like I said, before they shop on your channel. And so there has definitely been an increase in sales for sellers, right? There's definitely been an increase in sales for sellers. So before I go into that, I want to back it up a little bit. I'm going to go through the ways which you can sell on Amazon. So first of all, you can sell on Amazon through Seller Central or Vendor Central. For me personally, I recommend to all my clients to do Seller Central. Seller Central just means that you're selling your products yourself. You have full control over selling your products, over what you sell, all that good stuff. Vendor Central means you're wholesaling your products to Amazon. And so essentially you'll receive a PO from them and you'll send them your products and they'll sell for you. And you're like, well, girl, that sounds good. It does. And for short-term goal, it may work for you. For long-term goal, what my goal is for my clients is to establish your brand on the platform now before even more sellers are on the platform. So you can start getting your customers, start, making them fall in love with your brand, making them come back repeatedly to your brand. So definitely consider that in the long term. So I'm definitely going to be focused more on Seller Central and how you can monetize the platform. And then first, I'm going to talk a little bit about how selling on Amazon works, right? So you send your products to Amazon. Amazon stores your products. Customer purchases your products. Then Amazon picks and packs your products. So they pack it up all good for you. You don't have to worry about that. And then they ship the product to the customer. Or if you want to do seller fulfill where you're doing all the work yourself, you can list your products. It sells. You ship the product. You get paid. Either way, you're getting paid, right? And then most of my clients come in, they're like, well, Tara, which one do you recommend? Or I've been doing this way and I haven't garnered much sales. So here's my take on that. I highly recommend selling your products FBA, fulfilled by Amazon. If you're shopping on Amazon today and you see that Prime button, that means it's FBA. the seller has sent in your products to Amazon to be fulfilled by Amazon. So it takes the work from them and places it on Amazon. So they will have to pay a higher fee. It's about 30%. And then people are like, whoa, 30%? That's a lot. I'm not doing that. That's crazy. And then I tell you, girl, man, whatever. Don't leave no money on the table, right? No coins left behind. This episode should actually be called No Coins Left Behind. But that's what I would say. You guys are worried about the fee, but then in the long term, think about all these things. If you were to sell wholesale, wholesale would take 50%, right? And most of you guys want to get into wholesale. Most of you guys want to get into big box. So no one is doing anything out here for free, including Amazon. They want their cut. They're doing a lot of work for you. They're literally shipping the product. They have to pay someone to ship and pack that product. So you can either do it that way, or you can say, well, no, I don't want to do that. I want to pack it myself. I want to do the work. Guess what? You're probably still going to end up having to pay somebody to pack the orders every day for you and do all those work. So why not pay somebody a cut just to do it for you, right? I like to work smarter, not harder. And I hope you guys do too. So that's the way I look at that. And then another, I guess, thing that I see sellers face is they're like, well, I've been selling on Amazon for years and I haven't garnered much sales. Well, that's because you've been shipping the product yourself and no one knows you, like you, or trust you yet. And so if they don't see that Prime button, they're not going to order from you as a third-party seller. They want to purchase from Amazon. So Amazon has that know, like, trust factor, and that's with that Prime button. And if you're an Amazon shopper, you know what I'm talking about. If you see a seller selling something, unless you really, really, really want that product, I'm not ordering from you because I don't know that you're going to deliver my product on time. I don't know if there's an issue with the product, if I'm going to be able to return it. All those factors I'm thinking about as a customer. So you want to do the same too when you're thinking about selling your product. The customer wants to see that Prime button. And my clients, so as soon as they switch that Prime button, their sales go up because, people want to be able to get their product in that 2-day shipping. Remember, 100 million people are paying for Prime. They're not to pay you for shipping. So what I do with my clients, I have them do both. They do seller fulfill and they do FBA, sending their products into Amazon. That way, if they send your products into Amazon, say they send in 10 products, people love it that 10 products sells out. The time that it takes them to repack and send another batch of orders, we still have that seller fulfill going. So they still, if the customer really wants a product, they still can order from them. So they're not losing any money in the meantime while they're sending in products. And that's something I also should advise you on. If you want to sell on Amazon, you must be willing to scale. If your products start doing very well, you must be able to keep up with the demand of your products. They really hate if you start good, and then you just disappear because they feel like you're doing a disservice to their customers. So you want to be prepared for that. If, sales start coming in, you need to be able to keep up with the demand. So if you're hand making something and you're like, okay, I'm going to be able to just do 10 jars a week, Tara, probably you need some time to grow because that 10 jars could be gone in an hour versus a week. So those are the things you want to think about. So going back, again, they have 100 million Prime subscriber. And get this one you're going to be blown away with. Amazon has over 100,000 new sellers being added on the platform each month. So if you were hesitant about selling on Amazon, 100,000 people weren't. And they're being added to the platform every month. And I know this is true because some of my clients we've been backed up because, getting them onboarded on the platform because many sellers coming on the platform. And so they have to facilitate all those staff to be able to process the information on time and all those things. So that is true. And in 2017, they actually made $177 billion. There are over 5 million marketplace sellers across all of Amazon Marketplace. So there's 5 million people selling their products on Amazon across all marketplace. And let me just name out some of the marketplace. I named out a few earlier because we're on a few. So of course you have the US, you have UK, Germany, France, Canada, Japan, India, Italy, Spain, Mexico, Brazil, China, and Amazon, Australia, and Singapore. Just launched this year. We're actually getting ready to launch in Australia in a few days. So we just listed our products and we're getting ready to send our first batch there. So we're super excited about that. And that one was an invite only. So The longer you're on the platform, the more, I want to say privilege, but the more opportunities you have because they also like to, release new features to long-term sellers. So I'll definitely be letting you guys know how that goes. They have over 184 million visitors a month. So you have the ability to acquire new customers. Again, they have that no like trust factor. And there are 66% of the top sellers on Amazon make over $10,000 a month. I'll repeat that. 66% of the top sellers on Amazon make over $10,000 a month. And I'll be honest, that's absolutely nothing compared to what other sellers are making. I've seen sellers make $100 million a month, $2 million, $5 million a month. So the possibilities are endless when you think about their annual revenue. The possibilities really endless. You just need a winning product and be able to keep up with the demand. Amazon gives small business the ability to ship worldwide, which is what I mentioned earlier. And a cool thing I like about Amazon is Amazon lending surpassed $3 billion that they lend to small business since 2011. So if you come on the platform and you're doing amazing, you're selling like crazy, and they know cash flow is a problem for small business, right? Because you have to buy back that product inventory and stack up, and they know that can be a problem. So they actually give you money. Like, how cool is that? They give you money like, hey, here's the money. We just want a small cut, and their fees are very small. And they give you a time period to pay it off. You could pay it off before. You could pay it off 6 months, a year, whatever. They're very good when it comes to that, to work with small businesses to make sure you keep your product stock. So that goes back to their customer obsession. And they'll do anything to make sure that you're doing good business to keep your customers happy.
We celebrate Black History Month. We're happy to have this entire month's podcast episodes be sponsored by Naturalicious, who's the world's first time-saving natural hair care line for busy women that delivers the results of 12 products in only 3 steps. A 3-step, all-natural, highly effective hair care system that delivers moisturized, detangled, and defined curls in a fraction of the time. Available today at over 1,200 Sally stores nationwide and sold online at SaveTimeOnWashDay.com. Made for women with natural hair by women with natural hair. In fact, the founder, Gwen Jamer, is the first African-American woman to hold a patent on a natural hair care product and to save up to 80% of time on wash day. I've personally used Naturalicious products for my daughter, and we both love the results it's given her hair. It's available today at over 1,200 Sally stores nationwide and sold online at SaveTimeOnWashDay.com. So if you're looking for a product that reduces the time you spend on your hair care, this is the product for you. So be sure to head on over to SaveTimeOnWashDay.com or your local Sally Beauty store.
They have over 113 million reviews. So if you go on Amazon, you know one of the driving factors to purchasing a product is reviews. And so all these sellers have garnered over 113 million reviews. So I love that. And over 1 million sellers have joined Amazon alone last year, with over almost 3,000 new sellers every day. So every day, almost 3,000. So again, guys, playing games. Fulfillment by Amazon, which I spoke about earlier, they ship billions of items worldwide. More than 300,000 third-party sellers started selling on Amazon in 2017. And this is all data, I'm just going to run through some data with you guys. More than 140,000 third-party sellers surpassed $100,000 in sales last year. Over 140,000. That's a lot of sellers. That's bringing home over 100,000 annually. And again, that's small numbers. The people I know, one of my clients actually surpassed that last year. We surpassed her goals. Like every month we were making a goal and we were surpassing that goal too. We just like, okay, screw it. We're not going to give ourselves a goal for you. We're just going to make money. And so the possibilities again are endless. During the holiday season, customers order more than 1 billion items from a third-party seller on Amazon, with 140 million items ordered between Thanksgiving and Cyber Monday. So I know that to be factual. The holiday time, of course, that's everyone's busiest time. But what's so funny is every holiday, say Thanksgiving, right? Thanksgiving is when we do the Black Friday. We do all these deep discount. And for my clients and we don't do discounts on Amazon. We don't. And this is something that I've never done discount because one, I've tried it on my website and it's just like people kind of know like, okay, you're going to have this major sale. And depending on how big your following is or your brand loyalty that your customers have with you, they're either going to come and purchase on you regularly or they'll just wait just for that specific sale. And so what I've done is I just didn't do a sale because I've never felt the need to. And being on Amazon, yes, they advertise like, oh my Black Friday sales or do discount. But here's the thing. When customers are shopping on those days, there's tons of things you could do. You can make it look like your listing actually is on sale by doing a slash price and it's not actually discounted because remember, over 100 million people, they probably didn't shop your brand before. And if they did, they're going to just come and buy it. So I've never done a sale. My customers, they've doubled last year. They sold more. We really haven't. I don't know. I just don't do a sale. And if we do it in a way where we're not really discounting our product because people are just coming to shop for a discount. And because they're not familiar with your prices, they'll just buy it thinking you're doing a discount. But we don't follow that hype and of doing a huge slash on your prices. People are just going to purchase because they're home, they're surfing the internet. If you have a good product, you're going to buy it. And that's just what I've done. Of course, if my clients have it in their margins where they can do that, we still let them do it. No problem. But for us personally, we don't. We haven't. And our sales have gone up because no one really knows. For Seller Central, you get paid. So this is a popular question. When does Amazon pay? You get paid every 14 days. So every 2 weeks, you get paid. And you guys are like freaking out again. Oh my gosh, that's so long. 2 weeks? No, I want my payout every day. If you do wholesale, especially with a big box store, honey, you're not getting paid until 90 days. 60 days if they want to be nice to you, but 90 days. So 14 days, I'll take it. 14 days, I'm fine. Like your cash flow shouldn't be all the way tied up where 14 days is an issue. It really shouldn't. So yeah, I like my lump sum in 14 days, no problem. But if 14 days is a problem for you and it's such a major issue, you probably need to reevaluate your margins and your numbers altogether. But yeah, for those who like freak out, like, oh my gosh, I'm not going to wait 2 weeks. That's insane. Not going to do it. I want my money now. You're thinking small and not big. But that's just me. This is my thought process. You have more control over your inventory with Seller Central. You have price control. You can price your product however you want it. If you want to price your product, and that's something people are always concerned about. Well, what if I want to, like, Amazon charges so much fees? How can I make sure my margins and my profits are good? You could raise your fees on Amazon. I've done it. I've seen several people do it because guess what? Customers know that Amazon charges you a fee. They don't know how much fees, but they have an idea. And so for them, they'll rather pay a little bit more, whether it's anywhere from $1. I've seen people mark up at like 50%, like it's insane. But you have to know what your customer's tolerance is. And some people, raise their price anywhere from $1 to $5 versus what's on their website. And people won't complain because they know, again, they have that know, like, trust factor with Amazon and they're getting their products in 2 or 3 days, whatever it is. Versus if they order from you, they're going to wait a whole week and they're like, no, I don't want to do that. So you can raise your prices if you wanted to meet those margins and those fees that they're charging. That's something you could consider. I've done it. I know people will go on my website and they'll see the product for cheaper, but they won't buy because they want to use their Prime savings to get that free shipping. You can run sponsored product ads on Amazon, which I absolutely love. Why I love it? I love it because you're able to run your ads at a minimum cost and you can turn off your ads if they're not working. When you compare that to a source advertising platform like Google or Facebook, you really have no data to run by, like how your ads are running, how much you're spending. Yes, you could see like, okay, they're charging you, but you're not able to see any factual data. It's like, okay, who's seeing my ads? Like, are people really seeing my ads? Are the right people really seeing my ads? Whereas with Amazon, their ads have completely, like, if you guys only knew like the revolutionary things they're about to do with ads, it's insane. And I'm not just saying that because Amazon brand strategist, but because I've seen how it's changed for my business. Like, you're able to target products. You're able to do so much. Like, think about this. You could target your competition, the exact product. That's insane. Like, there's so much you can do. And they're like constantly changing. They're constantly improving based on feedback. So I love that. I've shown in some of my webinars and courses that I've had a client who spent 40 cents and her ROI on that was $200. I've had a client who spent $400 and her ROI on that was $10,000. So the possibilities are endless because once the ad is working, you just have to throw some more money in it. If it's not working, you just pause it or take it off or, optimize it. And that's something we also offer as well, the service. So there's so much you can do. And I'm actually accredited by Amazon for their ads. So yeah, major things coming. You have control over your listing and shipment. You can qualify for Prime shipping, which everyone loves. And anyone can sell on Amazon Seller Central. And let's see what else was that. So you guys are probably like, well, Tara, what can I sell? So let's run through quickly some of the bestsellers. Some of the bestsellers from categories, you have home and kitchen, which is about 47%, toys and games, 43%, baby products, 30%, beauty, 30%, electronics, books, sports and outdoor clothing, jewelry, appliances, watches, video games, movie, pet supplies. Like, you can literally sell everything on Amazon, right? But the only thing is now, this is where it gets tricky. You have what is called Amazon gated and Amazon ungated. So gated is pretty much you have to go through a formal process to get the category you want to sell in. That's gated. So some categories that is gated, for example, the baby products. For some baby products, you need to provide certification to show that your product has been tested and is safe for babies. In the beauty category, it's not gated, but they've recently put kind of a lot more rules. So now you have to provide your ingredients, where your product is made, especially if you're making claims on your product, and they hate that. So if you have a product and you're like, you're going to lose 50 pounds in 2 days with this pill, you want to probably change that packaging because they're probably not going to allow you to sell it because, again, it interferes with their customer experience of you selling a product that might not work for every single person. And so they don't want to ruin their customer experience. Same thing goes for hair care product or any natural beauty product that you're like, well, this is going to change your life and this is going to remove blemishes. Like, it can do all of that, but you have to make sure it's worded properly where it's not necessarily guaranteeing that where the customer could come back and say, you know what, this was said and it's not true. And so they just really kind of like block certain categories where you have to have documentation. I've seen most of my clients have to have their FDA certification, SDS form, and a few other things. And they're pretty transparent with what they need and walking you through the process of getting those things in terms of just, getting those things from your manufacturer. And if you do work with a reputable manufacturer, they'll garner those things and give those things to you easily because they know that if you're going to sell on any platform, you're going to probably need those documents. So that shouldn't be a problem if you are doing good business. So, yep, some of the gated categories, jewelry, if you sell like very expensive jewelry, of course, they're going to want to check the quality of that. Anything custom, luggage and travel, because those are normally high ticketed product. Watches, if you have like an expensive watch, phones, anything that's really on the expensive side, they kind of gate and they want you to have certification or they check for those things, wine and, things of that sort. They're going to check. Now, so we talked about a lot of the pros. Let's talk about some of the cons. Some of the cons, I think I mentioned this before or not, but they do have a monthly fee of $39.99 if you have a professional account with them. If you have an individual account, then that $39.99 is waived, and then you're just charged based on the item that you sell a fee. I think it's like $1 or so. But if you're selling like 100 products a month, 200 products a month, that $39.99 is way better than paying on every item just to list a product. There's, of course, that 30% fee as well. So some people, why I put this under con is because a lot of people are like, that's a lot of money. $40 a month is insane. If you're making $50K a month, $39.99 is nothing. If you're making $100K a month, that fee is nothing. So you always want to think bigger. And also say like yours on your website, Shopify, who else you guys use, whatever platform you use, you're paying a monthly fee to host that platform, right? And so you want to think about Amazon the same way. You're using their platform to host your site, so they're going to charge you a fee. Some people think that the con is the difficulty in understanding the marketplace infrastructure. And that's where we come in. We're able to help you navigate the marketplace. We literally set up your account from start to finish. You don't have to do any work. We just send you like a lead sheet and you're able to fill in certain things like your keywords, your competitor, and, give us the basic of who your brand is. And we pretty much do everything from start to finish. And we've done that with several of our clients. So you can actually check out our website at Dreams Inspire Reality under Amazon Store Management, and you're able to see some of the clients that we've worked with, see reviews and testimonials of that sort. So you can have an idea of what exactly that looks like when we set up a client store. Some worry about counterfeits. Again, it's such a big platform that if you're selling a product and it's doing amazing, of course, other people are going to want to jump on board and start selling that products too. And that can happen on Amazon. That can happen on your website. That can happen by you running a Facebook ad. I've seen Facebook ads where people are so rude. They'll jump on your Facebook ad and say, oh, check it out on my website. Or, oh, I can do it too. So I think that's everywhere. Or they'll just come to you. I've had people try to screenshot on our website and then they'll email us like, oh, I can't grab this picture from your website. And I'm like, huh? Because we put on a protection where they can't just copy and paste the picture because we have kids on there and we want to protect their innocence. And so again, counterfeit can happen or, people can steal your branding or anything anywhere. So that's something for you to consider. Amazon owns the customer relationship. I spoke about that earlier. For some, they're like, if I can't get a customer email or, be able to engage with them, I don't want to do it. You can engage with your customers so many ways. We do something strategic with our one-on-one clients where they're able to do that. Also, if you have trademark, which I'll go in a little bit on later, but if you have trademark, you're really able to tell your brand story on your page. So anything you want your customer to know, you can let them know. I just finished a storefront for Sassy Jones Boutique. So you guys, if you're not familiar with her, check out her boutique, Sassy Jones Boutique on Amazon. And she literally has a storefront on Amazon now. So it's amazon.com/Sassy Jones Boutique. And I'll list some of the people I've worked with, so you can see how their storefront looks and you can check them out and support them as well. And she just launched and her storefront is beautiful because we replicated it to look exactly like her online platform. And so if someone finds her brand on Amazon, they know it's her because it's the same authentic brand. We just literally took whatever she had and we put it on Amazon. And that's what we do for most of our clients. We did that with Curl Mix as well. We did that with Coils by Nature, Allocate Natural. So we've worked with several brands where we were able to duplicate their branding on the platform. And people love that because as soon as they see their brand on the platform, they're like, oh, this is them, because it's authentic to who they are. And again, if they have customers that shop with them on their website, now that customer knows they're on the platform that they probably shop with more than their website. So they're going to be more of a converted customer. And you can actually do subscribe and save on Amazon, which I love. So that customer could subscribe and save to their products so they could continuously get it versus they wouldn't do that on your website. Your account can be suspended if you infringe on their policy. So again, because of their customer obsession, if you do anything to mess that up, they're going to kick you off the platform. And you're right. What can I do to mess it up? They're very big on shipping your orders out on time. And so that's why we strongly suggest doing FBA, because you don't have to worry about keeping up with that pace of sending in the product within 24 to 48 hours. I think they probably cut out the 48 hours, especially in the holiday time. It's 24 hours. You have to send out the product. So that's why I highly, again, recommend sending in the product FBA. But if you send in the product late and you do it several times, they will cancel or suspend your account. I've had that to several of my clients who had to come to me to get them back on the platform because they thought it was a joke. They just weren't shipping out the products on time. They were giving it 48 hours, 3 days, just like they would on their website. Amazon's like, no, baby, bye-bye. And so they had to come to us to help them to, appeal their case. And that's something we don't really do. I've just done that for a few clients because they were friends and I really wanted them to get their storefront up. But yeah, they will kick your butt off. Like, they don't play with that. And so those are definitely some of the pros and cons. It's just something for you to think about. Like, what are your long-term goals for your brand? And Amazon, I think personally, you should be on all platforms that you can be on. Walmart is Amazon's biggest competition right now because they've been around for years. And so they can compete with Amazon, and we can't. We are small brands. We don't have the infrastructure to do that. We don't have the capital to do that. And so I feel that you have to look at your lifestyle. You shop on the platform. So why not sell your products on the platform too? I know when I shop on a platform and I'm looking for some things, I have a hard time finding some, natural products. I have a hard time, not a hard time, but a difficult time in the sense of finding certain products that I might buy from a small business because it's not there. And so now you have other people making those products. So definitely look at what's on the platform. If you see that your products sell really well on your website, and go look on Amazon, literally search Amazon.com. This is something that always surprises my clients. I always tell them, go on Amazon, search for your brand name. If you start typing your brand name and before it comes up, before you finish typing it out, your brand name comes up, that means customers are searching for your products on Amazon and you're not there. You're not there to get those sales. So what that means is someone else is probably using your keywords or getting your sales for you. And so when I show my clients that, they are always like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. Like, we have a tool that we're able to tell exactly how much searches they get a month or a day. And they're always like, oh my God, this is insane. Like, how much money did I lose? Because what you have to understand, today's society or real world time, people are searching on Amazon more than they search on Google. If I'm looking for a dress, if I'm looking for anything tangible, product that I have to buy, I'm going to search on Amazon first before I search on Google. And that's what most consumers are doing. So if I see an ad of a small business on Facebook, I'm heading to Amazon to find that product. If you're not on Amazon and someone else is selling a similar product, I'm probably going to purchase from them. So that's something for you to definitely think about. I did mention trademark earlier. Why is trademark important, Tara? For me personally, I think as a small business owner, we talk about legacy all the time. You need to protect your brand. You need to have a trademark, period. We invest in everything else but the protection of our brand. And I jokingly say not having a trademark for your brand is like having a baby with no birth certificate. It might sound funny. It might sound like, oh my God, that's so true, or whatever it is. But I take it so personal when brands don't protect their brand, because I am really passionate about you guys protecting your brand. Like, I've had several bad experiences, not where my brand wasn't protected, but because my brand was protected, I was in a good position. But if I didn't have those protection, it would have turned out really bad. And I don't want for you guys to get to that point where you've invested so much money, so much time into building a brand that is not protected, and someone else comes and swoops that name up and tells you to stop using the brand that you've built for the last 5-10 years. Why is it important for Amazon? Amazon has created a lot of amazing opportunities for brand owners to really build out their stores on the platform if you have a trademark. So when you look at a storefront like Sassy Jones Boutique, it's because she has a trademark for her brand. And so they're literally saying to her, you have a trademark, you care about your brand. Here's a storefront with Amazon's URL and your URL attached to it. So literally, some people don't even have a website because they use their storefront as Amazon's platform, and they just run their ads on there, and that's their storefront. So now you get to have two. You have one on the world's largest e-commerce, and you have your own. So if customers want to purchase from you directly, they can do so. But don't leave that money on the table if they can purchase from you on Amazon as well. So that's something for you to think about for sure. And it just looks so beautiful. Definitely going to put those in the show link so you can see how beautiful the store looks. Like, I got the best compliment ever from Audrey, who I love her work. She's like one of the dopest creative person, Audrey from Uncool Marketing. And she just said, like, wow, I saw her storefront and it just looked so premium. It looked amazing. It looked like money. It looked like I should be spending there. And that's what I want for you guys. I want when people see your brand on any platform, it should look amazing. It should match the price that you're demanding. And when your brand looks like that, it will convert better. And that's all we want for you. So for the clients that I work with, It's not that you can't start selling on the platform without a trademark. You absolutely can. I have customers who have and they've been successful, but it's not as successful as you should be with the full potential you'll have once you're able to create a storefront. With a trademark, you're also able to run ads a certain way. They literally just released 2 weeks ago. You can go on Amazon live. Amazon has a live stream platform, guys, a live stream freaking platform. So they're doing basically what QVC does. So you're able to live stream on Amazon. Your products will show up under your screen, under your live stream, and you're able to text the customers during your live stream. So if they have any questions, you're able to answer those questions live and sell your products to you're streaming to thousands, millions of people. And I'll be, of course, taking advantage of that. And if I do before this episode releases, I'll definitely put in the show link so you can also check that out. But there's so much they're doing, and I don't want you guys to miss out on it. So definitely look into the pros and cons. Do some research from the steps that I gave you, like just simply going on the platform, searching for your name, searching for competitors, see what they're doing, see what numbers they're doing, and see how the platform could be beneficial for you for 2019. We are working with a specific clients this year to really, really scale their business to 6 and 7 figures on the platform. And so we'll be taking on minimal clients that actually wants to do the work, because I don't believe in spreading myself in our firm all the way where we're just taking on everyone. No, we're doing a niche service, first of all. I mean, the Amazon brand strategists, we're the only one like educating people on the platform, not the only one, but in our space, and just really allowing people to see what they're missing out on. And so we also want to be strategic in who we work with. And we're not in the business of trying to convince anyone to do anything. I've given you all the facts. The facts are out there. And so I just want you guys to be smart about your choices in 2019. And if you want to work with us, definitely visit our website at dreamsinspirereality.com, or to get our direct link to book a discovery call with us, it's bit.ly/Amazon brand strategist, all lowercase, Amazon brand strategist. Follow us on social media. I'll start putting up some like tutorials, some customer reviews and feedback, so you guys can really get more of an insight on what this is, what this looks like, and the real deal. So I'm excited about this and everything. So if you guys have any questions, definitely join our Facebook group, bit.ly DIR group. And DIR group is in all caps, bit.ly DIR groups. And I'll put all of this in the show notes. But in our Facebook groups, we're more hands-on and we're more present. So definitely join our group as well. And of course, this episode today was sponsored by Dreams Inspire Reality, where we help creatives enhance and grow their brands on Amazon, as well as help small business bring their product ideas to market. So we do quite a lot. And we love what we do, because the greatest joy we get is from you guys being able to really grow your brand and monetize your brand when you have an amazing product, and being able to give you that freedom. That's one of the greatest things I love about Amazon. Everyone always asks, well, how are you able to start another business and do all these things and you have a 2 and a 4-year-old? Because it's really giving us the freedom to do what we love. And that's like spend time with our family, our team that we hire. It's just funny. Most of our team that we hire is women who work virtually for us. And they also have the freedom to do whatever they want in terms of, of course, they have to do the job and get it done on time. But they have the freedom to really put family first, because I can't preach something or practice something and don't want that for others. And so I'm happy to be able to have people on my team that's, being afforded the same lifestyle, being able to put their family first. And we don't work on weekends, all those good stuff. Like, this is the freedom that I want to create. Like, if you email us on a weekend, you get an email back on Monday, and those are the things that the culture I want to create for DIR. And I'm happy that I'm able to create that by jumping on the best e-commerce platform right now in the world and using it to my advantage, and being one of the first shifters. No, not first, but just being able to bring it and show you guys what I'm learning. And I'm excited about that. I'm excited about all our clients that's come on board and trusted the process in 2019. I'm excited to see the shift. I'm excited to see sales. I'm excited to see you take advantage of the platform and grow your business. So guys, I hope this was educational for you. I hope you learned something. Definitely share this podcast out with your friend who you think should hear this. And make sure you're subscribe to our podcast, rate us so we can continue to bring you amazing content. And please, please, please leave us a review if you can and let us know how you're enjoying our podcast series. If you have any questions for us, shoot us an email. Just head to our website and shoot us an email. And I hope you guys are ready for 2019 because it's going to be the bomb. 2019 is the year for a lot of you guys to really level up. 2019 is the year for you guys to dream big and execute hard. And most importantly, 2019 is the year for you. No coins left behind. Bye.
Dreams inspire.